Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. I thought I would do a May Day read, May Day, where we're all ready for all beautiful mossy green blossoming tulips, ripening fruit, gorgeous, gorgeous sunflowers, everything that is ready to bring their growth into the light and feel really good. I have to share, I just have come to terms with something lately that I am simply not bothered by any low vibrational garbage like over the last few days, and it's so freeing. Honest to goodness, regardless of anybody says, impatience in my family, any issues, I have just decided that I'm going to enjoy hour to hour, moment to moment, feel good. I constantly have beautiful music playing. If I get revved up for any reason, I feel like I'm hurried, I take a deep strong inhalation of either my sage or lavender or something that reminds me of outside if I'm inside, and I just regroup and rebalance. And I definitely feel that that's what this May is about, and I'm really excited. I even had a little time for self-care. I painted my nails, and of course they're totally different colors. We have purple sparkles, and over here we have a beautiful mulberry. But I was noticing my set that I did from the Daily Pop, and I love the colors and the lighting, so I wanted to make it really colorful for you. And I get really excited when I'm making jewelry, and I'm actually doing the reading on my jewelry counter, so I just mixed everything in, and I just like the colors. But I have to say, you guys, once we decide that we're not going to be bothered by the low, the petty, and the distracting, we decide to just be unbothered. And it's really so freeing because it can be in anything. I don't care if I look like holy hell going out there. My son made me laugh so hard because I was like, I might go get my hair cut today. And he's like, or you could just brush it. And I tell you, sometimes I am the Stygian witch of the universe. I don't have dreads, but it's like my hair is really funny. I'll show you guys, I'll come on camera and just show you what my hair normally looks like. But it does. It's super red, and it's most of the time it looks like it's just beginning to dread when I wake up because I always have it in some kind of weird concoction or wrap. But I'm so unbothered, and it's so freeing because I feel like, hooray, now I can set my mind on all of this. How to grow, how to feel good, how to respond calmly and effectively, and how to just have this beautiful purified air where it's I can look at a stack of dishes and I don't feel an urgent need I should clean those or I'm going to do this. I feel like there is time for everything, and it's a really lovely approach. And I want to share that feeling with you guys for May, and feel any messages from your guides and spirits and the energy they want to pervade to you. And we have three choices, you guys. Number one, we have a clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, that aha moment, because I definitely feel like some of you guys, you have something brewing right under the surface, and it's going to pop out, and it's just going to stick out to you, and you're going to be like, wow, look at that 18-foot sunflower that I planted the seeds for. I knew I could do this. It's just going to be that moment of magic for you. Number two, links, secrets. Your secret powers and some of your gifts are going to be coming to the forefront, and you're also going to learn some beautiful secrets about other people that maybe they're just trying to keep on the down low because they don't want to seem like they're bragging. This is a very good secret card. It isn't like somebody hiding something from you or something treacherous. So number three is the golden phoenix. Something you thought finished burst back into life. So this could be something that you shelved or put aside for a moment and thought, okay, I'm going to wait until I have time to work on this. I often do this. I'll open one of my jewelry drawers. I have this rainbow jewelry drawer, and I can't wait to do the next read. I promise, Belinda, it's going to be me making jewelry and just talking about tarot and spirituality and everything, and showing you how to make a couple things. I want to just teach you guys a very simple process of wiring wrapping. You can get a whole bunch of stones, and when they're just rough stones, they're super reasonable, and I really love celestite right now. And you can give things as gifts, and there's nothing more fun than to give somebody and say, I made this. You make it, and you think about it, and you inject it, and you charge it with your warmth and love while you're making it. It's awesome. And I feel like every vibration gets sunk into it. Good music, burning candles, singing, wishing them well, seeing them in wellness, all of that. So I'm excited to make that one as well. And always feel free, you guys, to comment down below any topics you would like, because I'm really busting into spring with your topics. Okay, that's enough of me yammering and all that. I'm going to let you make your choice. I'm going to have a sip of water, and then we're going to begin. Again, this is going to be what's coming for you in May. All right, I'm really excited. And thank you guys for all your beautiful comments over the last few years, but recently I've been reading them, and I'm literally just almost brought to tears, and people are I was clapping out loud, or I was laughing out loud. That's why we're all here. We're all interconnected and made to lift each other. Everything is energy. So when the good kind of energy and the familiar and the compatible and the uplifting energy hits you, we get a surge of motivation for life and passion, right? When I listen to readers, speakers, anybody, TED Talks, where somebody just plugs into that spark, I immediately feel better because it reminds me what I should be looking at and paying attention to. Not the drab, the ugly, the dreary and low vibration, but the beautiful, the blossoming, and the love of everybody and the connection that we have for one another. So that being said, let's see what this is all about. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my deck over here. We're going to pull 3 cards. Got some lovely strength going on. Ooh, how I'm loving this. The lovely, ooh, yeah, so we've got the Knave of Pentacles. All right, we are looking really good. First of all, let's start with the really good news here. I think you are going to progress and grow professionally big time. You've achieved something quite remarkable, and you're now going to make quite a profit from this. I think no more of those little glitches and problems and setbacks. I definitely feel like this is all these signs that are going to come in for you, and you're going to feel this surge of strength and this surge of knowing that, wow, you know what, I've absolutely got this, I can do this. And we don't have to have all this controversy, we don't have to have problems. You are going to finally admit to yourself, guess what, when you focus on something and you make something a directive or important in your life, you're going to manifest that and magnetize it. You have the strength to do this and push through and have this. This is all about eradicating self-doubt and also pauses. You know those pauses where we can talk ourselves out of a good idea because we're like, oh, the effort versus so-and-so. And then we create the familiar pool, I call it. We dive right back into that shallow familiar pool. And what you want is you want to deep dive into all this majesties that's waiting for you and that you are allotted. It is your time. And no joke, you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this pull. And it's quite unique. I mean, I've had this. And look, you have the Star card. This is your wish card. This is finances, abundance, love, you feeling strong and propelled. That means anybody that comes at you in any way that is grasping, cloying, using, or negative, you're going to notice right away. And you're going to have the comfort, again, to say, I'm not going to have disquiet in my life, or I'm not going to inconvenience myself to convenience you. That is my motto of the week. I've been saying it over and over to myself because as a giver, what happens, I'll be like, oh, let me just answer this person. Let me answer that person. Then I remember one time there was this influx from TikTok that was amazing. And I was so cheered and happy over my DMs. The people like, you're my favorite TikToker. Your voice is very soothing. They were saying all these things. And, you know, there were one or two, and I was realizing they're like, oh, could I just ask you this one thing? And then I was noticing they were asking more and more. And sometimes if I'm not paying attention and there's a flood of DMs, I'm like, this looks familiar. And it's basically people that just lean in, and then you realize, okay, you know what? People will give as much as you are willing to hand out. But I do find that it's like you have to pump the brakes and then recognize, well, what is really happening here? And where's my time going? And where do I feel? This is you putting yourself also in the big arena of life and feeling strong because you're now using your gifts. You're using your talents. I feel like a lot of you guys are really good at reading other people and their energy, and you're going to be doing that and feel settled because you're realizing I'm not just giving out and I'm not going beyond my bandwidth and incapacitating myself, right? Giving myself like mental ulcers. Like I used to do this, try to problem solve for so many people, clients and otherwise. We have to remind ourselves we are not here to figure out the whole world's woes. We're not here to exhaust ourselves because then we're no good to anybody, right? We can't feed people from an empty table. Now is the time of creation, strength, clarity for you, growth, beauty, authority, stability, wisdom, all of this. And I feel like with this Star card, your faith, hope, good fortune, and future are just going to start to pop all over. And you're going to have some of those beautiful moments that I had when I was like, wow, this used to agitate the hell out of me. And now I'm just like completely unbothered. And I have so much more energy. I'm not kidding when I say this has shifted in the last 2 weeks. I used to have midday or so, like a 2 or 3 hour nap, because I would literally be mentally exhausted from helping, answering, learning, being stretched. I would like start sweating. And it's not like I was running around frantically, but my mind would always be ticking and I didn't have control of it because I didn't recognize what was happening. And then I went, oh, I'm going to start to recognize patterns, because guess what? I want to have time to walk in the forest peacefully and not be problem solving for, groups of people. I need peace. I need quiet. I need to meditate. And I need to, because I'm a learner. I want to know what's out there. I want to know what, the latest sciences when it comes to breakthroughs. I love anything to do with that gorgeous, the neuroplasticity in our brains and how to repattern and how to recircuit it, because we really are indoctrinated in so many things we don't even know that just guide us invisibly. We're like, oh, hello, subconscious. Am I just going to do things on autopilot for the rest of my life and never have any conscious control over it? And we can do that if we make ourselves too busy. So this is a plea to slow down and make your wish, and have your wish be the one thing that you're focused on, because that's what you're going to get and you're going to pull in for yourself. Group one, I love that. For a lot of you guys, it's financial calmness and stability, family just like gathering around and being more peaceable and showing appreciation and love. New kindred spirits for sure. I see this just everybody's life awash with these supportive, helpful beings, and I feel like you're radiating this warmth and magnetism that's bringing them to you, and that's really important. So you're just going to have a calm, beautiful time ushered in, and your idea that's been percolating is going to turn into a starburst, and it's going to just catch on fire. I love this for you, because I feel like you might have had little doubts creeping in, and I do that as well. I remember when I was starting my deck, I was like, I artistry wise, I'm like, yeah, I can put all this stuff together with the art, but when it comes to writing, I can want to be so extra because I love the nuance and flavors of words and how they make me feel. And I knew that I would overthink it. So I was like, you know what? You just have to go to a standard, very simplified method. Simplify and move forward, because we can complicate things. Our brains want to trick us all the time with our ego. Oh, we have to see more. This has to be extra, bigger, better deal. No, when we're simple, it's like just walking through a forest. You only hear birds and you feel the earth under your feet and you smell pine. It's a simplicity of life that's so beautiful, and that's what you're capturing. And now you have this kind of beautiful space within your mindset to pull and work through these ideas, focus on them, and bring them to life. I almost started speaking French because I was singing Frère Jacques before, and I'm like, oh my God. It was like every once in a while, do you just get a weird song that comes in your head? I don't know why Frère Jacques came in. And it was actually from Tom and Jerry with the little cousin mouse that would sing that with his little sword. It was really funny. So you guys, that is you. I hope you have a great day. Love and light. I thought I'd take advantage of the pause where to stop and just let you know, over on SparkQuest 11, I have all my specials on the very top of my feed. SparkQuest 11, and they're really great videos. I get them back to within 48 hours. I had a lot of people DMing me, Mel, could you do some more specials? And I really liked these. This is the Future Love Spread. I really love this. So much information comes in with these. And this is my favorite right here, the Celestial Love Spread. It's got so much information. The videos end up being, they're private, between 30 and 40 minutes, like depending on the information that's coming in. So really exciting stuff, you guys. Thanks so much. And now we're on to group 2. Sorry, I had to stop for a moment. I love this card because I love these colors together. There's something about bright turquoise and orange that's so electric. I love the combination of this. But this is talking about secrets. Secrets are going to be revealed that's going to bring you a new beginning. This could be just inner secrets of gifts that are coming to the forefront. In fact, why don't we just start pulling and see what they might be? 10 of Wands. Aha, you've been carrying somebody else's load that's not necessary. And then we have this beautiful King of Cups. So what this is saying to somebody, for this really stuck out very strongly, somebody that is slightly higher up, either in your school system, in your work system, or what you would figure somebody that's like a little more elevated than you has a serious crush on you, and they're going to be reaching out. That's one of the secrets. So if you see anybody with those weird micro expressions looking at you like really excited to see you, something's going on, I feel like they'll reach out. They are carrying a burden right now where they're dying to let you know what they feel about you. But there's a secondary message within this. So this is not only a crush that's going to reach out, but you spend time with this person and you know this person, and this may also be somebody that's quite active and has quite a following, maybe on social media too, because there is an elevation in kind of like status or perceived status here, which is nice. And it is a burden to them not to be able to tell them. There you go. And look at you, beautiful lovely Queen of Cups here, receptive for that. Some of you guys, this is a soul issuance. When you get a bookend where you have a king and queen and they're of the same suit, they're bookends, and there's a lot of beautiful kindred spirit, soul connections, past life connection to this. And some of you guys are already feeling this, and I've been getting a lot of messages about people having the craziest, wildest dreams and or activities and symbolism and synchronicities. It can be birds, feathers, coins, all of these things. I feel like you guys really, really feel this pull, and you just kind of know it's a knowing and it's an energy, because energy doesn't really lie. It awakens within us, and it says, pay attention to this, look at this, really feel this. You're not hallucinating. You're not just having wishful thinking. This is true and this is real. And I get so many people that say that too, that, oh, I think I just want this so bad, I'm imagining it. But our intuition is really, really like electric when it knows something, and I feel like you have been feeling this. Let's see what else this pertains to, because it's not just love. There was something else coming. Oh, look at this. Yeah, monetarily, you guys have been having some issues lately, I feel. And look at this. Oh my gosh, the Ace of Cups. So I guess Spirit's a little insistent on, they want you to know that your soulmate is coming very, very soon. And I feel like I keep seeing 2, so I feel like within 2 months. Listen, I'm just gonna take a breath and see what I can see for synchronicities and symbolisms too. I see this really unique plant. I think it's called an amaryllis. I don't know why I keep seeing that. Amaryllises. I keep seeing sunflowers. I see deer, elk, and woodland animals like foxes and things like that. And also the infinity symbol. So you'll see a lot of symbolism like that, and also white feathers. It's very, very strong. But another message really coming through is about your financial status, that your things are going to come in balance, and you're going to feel a sense of harmony when it comes to money and alternate revenue streams. And this also has to do with court cases and pending debts and things that are supposed to come your way, and you're waiting. You're going to have all this debt alleviated and have a stress-free time with money, and a lot of this just coming in. And another divine truth is coming in for you about a gift that may have been latent, but now that you're practicing a little more meditation and calm inward thinking, you're going to get some of these answers. A lot of you guys have clairaudiency and clairsentience, and you do have a deep knowing, but again, you doubt it, because often our ego comes in and it's like just this peaceful little swan on a lake, and then all of a sudden this like thing comes dive bombing and ruffles its feathers, saying there's no way. You're imagining that. Really, really get in touch with that. When you have a strong feeling, I'd love for you to write it down. Say, guess some things you think are going to happen to you during the day, who you might run into, what might be going on. Remember, I was speaking about this video the other day that I ran into a really, really wonderful friend that I had for many years. And so oftentimes we go our separate ways, we get busy in our things, and we come back together. And I ran into her and I was very excited. And then the next day after seeing them, or a day or two, I then flipped on the TV, and what was playing but her brother-in-law's music. He's a composer. So all these things just started flooding back in. And that's when I really understand that the universe sends us people messages to remind us of a time, a place, a behavior, a relationship, and all of that. And you're really going to get in touch with that, and you're going to start looking out for your synchronicities that are coming with this beautiful soul connection too. I mean, when you have the King, Queen, and you have the Ace of Cups, there's going to be wonderful synchronicity and synergies working to help you with that. You know, there'll be a lot of endings and letting goes, because you need this healthy void for this new beginning as well. So gorgeous and amazing energy group too. I love that. I love when natural gifts that we sometimes just, we kind of tuck them away or tuck them down because we think, oh, that's just, it's extra, or it's like, I don't even know what that's about right now. We feel like we don't have time for it. When we allow and we realize we have time, that's when they pop up. So beautiful energy, you guys. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links down below have everything for our private reads and my Etsy store with all my handcrafted jewelry, and also my Patreon information and everything. And thank you guys, my patrons, for your lovely, lovely support. It means the world. I can get all my colorful decks and stuff, and oftentimes it's the books that really do it for me. I mean, there are some striking, amazing authors out there that their concepts and perceptions are what open all new doors. So I always feel like recommending, and I do over on IG, like spectacular books that come with certain decks, because they make it. I mean, the books themselves would be worth it, but then you get the beautiful artwork and the cards as well. So now we're going to go on to this gorgeous thing right here, the golden phoenix. So something that you thought was finished is going to burst back into life. So some of you guys have these wonderful gifts, and you started something, a project, an idea, and you didn't implement it right away. You might have shelved it. Also, this is some people that you might have bumped into, and then there was a brief separation in time, and you either thought they ghosted you, or they moved on, or they've forgotten. But this is going to burst back in, and let's see what that's about and what that pertains to. Yeah, this is a business deal, a business offer, which is really nice. Loving this. And it's going to, listen, whoever has some uncertainty with, should I push forward and say yes to this? It can be travel, it can be accepting a job, it can be collaborating. Say yes, because this is a magical, mystical, beautiful opportunity. And I feel like it's just going to boomerang back. It could be something you just saw on the internet and you were like, oh, that looks really cool. I wonder if I should try it. That's actually a divine compass pointing you in the right direction, that financially this is going to explode for you. And you've probably been prevaricating, because Two of Pentacles is like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? And it's saying now you're really going to know, and you're really going to feel that and be like, here I go, and off you go. This could be some artful or creative endeavor that you just shelved for a moment. You might have been wanting to start a channel, but I feel like whatever gift that you have to offer the world is ready for it, and it's going to be very receptive to it in a beautiful way. Yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys, you got everything going on this. You need a new foundation. This Tower says, whatever you've been doubting and feeling, it's like, just don't compile. Don't compile on your old philosophies or behaviors. This is start with a clean slate. Just do the Phoenix thing, that Phoenix moment that says, okay, I may have tried something one way and it didn't work, but that doesn't mean that I can't formulate an entire new plan. Like, I'll give you an example. When I started my channel, the more I noticed I liked elaborate sets and how cool and groovy they looked, and they looked amazing, and I'd get all dressed up and I'd set up the table, and Ian would have all these cameras, and it would literally take an hour, sometimes 90 minutes, get everything in place, a million decks. And then I realized oftentimes before I started that the spontaneity and the zhuzh was gone, because it was an exhaustive approach to do that. And I thought, it is not really that. It is the words and the channeling, and it is the magic of the words. It's not all the elaborate, bells and whistles. And that's what I want you to do. This is saying, just strip down and notice what it is. Did I just flip that back over? Yeah. Notice what wasn't working before. Just pinpoint. Were you not simplifying? Because that was my biggest problem. I thought, the more the merrier, the more ideas, the more cards, the more whatever. And oftentimes we convolute the main pure simple idea with too much extras. So this is saying, this is not only going to be fantastic, just get a new foundation. Don't tell so many people about it as well. I feel sometimes when we invite in friends and family, I have this idea, and we get talking about it, it gives them a little sledgehammer, and they're going up to your wall of resolve, and they're just chip, chip, chip. And what about this? Chip, chip, chip. And how are you going to do this? Chip, chip. And what's that going to cost? Chip, chip. And all of a sudden, these doubts, these fears, these aggravations come in. Then you just feel like you're defending your idea and you're explaining yourself. No more of that. So you're just quietly going about your graceful little path, and you're like, you're going to just nail it out of the park. And you're like, I'm sorry, I got to go to the bank, and I probably need an armored truck to carry my cash that I just made from my fabulous idea, because this, whatever it is very special and very spectacular. So please don't let it, but here's the cool thing. The universe, this is how I picture it. The universe, like, it gets this big giant hand, and it's filled with stars and stardust and ideas and miracles, and it just throws it out, and it comes down, and it sprinkles all over everyone and everywhere. That's why lots of movies in the same subject matters and books are all published at once. Ideas flourishing. It's whoever grabs on with their beautiful little fairy and wish net and says, I'm going to plant this seed, and I'm going to cultivate it, and I'm going to make this grow, and I am going to have this miracle in my garden. I deserve it. I am worthy. I am smart. I am capable, and I'm going for it. And I was lucky enough a few years to do that. I got my lucky little fairy net, and I went out and I said, I'm very unhappy in this arena of life I'm in. I don't like working for other people. I don't like middle management. I don't like petty people. And I have these great ideas, and I hardly have time to even implement them. And I pulled that little star down, and it just said, you should have your own channel and become an interpretive professional tarot reader, make your jewelry, and really, really formulate your existence and career around your gifts and talents and things you love. It's exactly what I did. To this day, it's like, it still blows my mind, that you have passive revenue streams, you have all this wonderful connection with people. Because I was literally doing at my job what I do here for free for everybody. I was giving away jewelry while I was going into work. I was, I constantly being able to resolve and see people's messed up energy or whatever was going on, and just have people come up and go, tell me a story, Mal, like when they were bored, and I would just tell them a story. And that's the thing. Life is about storytelling and helping one another and infusing people with good vibrations so they can lift, grow. And you've outgrown something, and you are ready to be bigger and blossom out of this and rebirth and have this huge, huge abundance and like cycle on an upswing. All you have to do is be in receivership and know you deserve it, know you're worthy. That's the beginning of it. You know, the universe says, hey, look at them, they're ready, their hand is out in receivership, they believe, their focus is there, and simplify. Because that's the one thing in the beginning basis of anything, it's the foundation that you're building. You're not trying to build a penthouse yet, you're starting at the foundation. What resources do you need? A, B, and C. Don't overcomplicate, don't rush, and don't share with too many people. Because again, you don't need people with their little hammers chipping away at your resolve in your wall. You've got to have it pictured in your head and start working towards it, and then share with like-minded people, because you're going to be fantastic group 3. Beautiful, amazing energy. Again, you guys, I'm Melanie, and if you're new to my channel, I love a like and subscribe, because the algorithm gods over here at YouTube really appreciate that, and they start to activate stuff and bring more attention to the videos that way. And I thank you guys for all your beautiful comments. And one made me laugh so hard when somebody was like, I was clapping out loud, and I was like like, I love that. And I start doing that with people that I view and I really connect with, because I understand it. We all should be lifting each other and helping each other, because the world can be sloppy and complicated. And if we just decide we're not going to pay attention to that garbage anymore, and we're going to look for the bright, beautiful, shiny, happy events and people that can lift and help us, that's where our focus is, and that's where we get our results, and that's the direction you're moving now. So I'm really excited for you. So love and light. I'm going to go upload for y'all.